Hello and welcome to my first video on this channel. So I know everyone's thinking, oh, Minecraft, wow. Well, I mean, there's no one watching, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, I am an avid follower of the Hermitcraft series, and currently there's like a little civil war brewing, and I was kind of intrigued by the landmines that they had set up. I wanted to know how they worked, so I built a few versions and kind of figured out how I think they work. Um, but then I decided that I wanted to make some landmines of my own. And so, yeah, I've got a few. I've got this carpet landmine. This one, you can probably guess how it works. This red glass represents TNT. So you just have the observer facing into redstone ore, and then on top of that redstone ore, you have a carpet. And if you walk over that redstone ore, like this, lights off the TNT, and then that TNT explodes, and everything around it goes. And you get a nice big crater. The only problem with that is it takes so long to go off. So basically you can walk over it, and as long as you're running away, nothing's going to happen to you. And then I know that there's a trick with hopper minecarts, or not hopper minecarts, TNT minecarts that you can use. Basically stack a few of them together on the same spot, put a fence post next to it, and then when the power rail underneath them gets triggered, they like vibrate super violently and blow up. But I don't like the explosion patterns they make, because basically they explode in a line, and it looks really ugly. So I thought, well, end crystals explode instantly. So I built this little contraption, dispenser facing downwards with a snowball on it, pressure plate on top, end crystal below, surrounded by TNT. And most people don't really use this or know it, but end crystals can be created in survival mode. There's a crafting recipe for them. It's like 7 glass blocks, 1 gas tier, and 1 eye vendor, I think. And then you can place it on top of obsidian. And this bomb looks like this, and it's really violent, and it's basically guaranteed to kill you. Yeah. The other thing about this is, because there are so many explosions going off, it is guaranteed to kill you and destroy all your items. Even if you're wearing full diamond armor, you're gonna get blown up. I mean, obviously that's if you surround it with TNT. You could have it just be the crystal and it would blow up a nice little hole, but where's the fun in that? And then this last little landmine I made. This is an interesting little landmine. So, basically you want to fill it up with one kind of mob, and then when you walk over it, mobs everywhere. So you can kind of imagine how that would be entertaining. It's a little weird, because you need these hopper minecarts, because basically what's happening is you're walking on top of a piece of string that's on top of floating sand. Then the sand falls down through the mobs onto the torch. Then the sand breaks, and it has to pass through all of these so it can get detected. And then this piston triggers and launches all the mobs up through the hole. So, yeah, I'll start by showing how to build this little thing over here, because this one's super simple. You basically only need a few different blocks. So you want to start by, placing your floor of sorts. Well, actually, let's dig this into the ground. So what your end goal is, or what you should start by doing actually, is place the observer facing up, then fill in most of the ceiling above, place down the redstone ore. I'm just going to do this because it's easier. Get a piston, place the carpet, push the carpet on top of the redstone ore, and then you just want to fill in this hole with TNT. And that's your bomb right there. If that redstone ore gets interacted with in any way, the whole thing goes off. And then you have this this crystal here. This is a little more complicated because there's kind of a weird sequence that has to happen, but it all works out fine. So I'll show you that now. So you're gonna need these items. Alright. So you want to start by digging just a 3x3 pit down 5 blocks. Actually, you can stop here if you want. Basically, the obsidian has to go right here. And then you fill this up with as much TNT as you want. So you get this little tunnel right there. Then you just want to fill back in the top. So what happens now is a little strange. So you want to go down here and underneath, like that. And then back up, place that, then go back underneath, break the obsidian, place the dropper or dispenser facing down. Can't be a dropper, has to be a dispenser. And then close this up. The reason I get rid of the obsidian is just because otherwise it creates this kind of flat bottomed hole, and well, that's not really exciting. You kind of want a giant crater, so you don't have to remove the obsidian, it just makes things look nicer. And that there is your bomb. Just snowball in the dispenser, pressure plate on top. That's it. Then this last one is a little more complicated, obviously, because it's kind of strange. So you just want to grab all your items for that. You're going to need rails and obviously hopper minecarts. You want a normal piston, it just helps set things in place. So this one you want to start just digging a hole down, finding where your piston's going to go. So that was actually up too high, because you got to think there's going to be a slime block on it, and then you want space for the mobs so they're not suffocating. Then dig out to the side. Hopper, doesn't matter what direction it's facing, it's just to catch items. So this all goes here, and this goes here, and obviously you want obsidian all around that, or any other kind of unmovable thing for that matter. You're going to need a redstone block here in a second. So the best way to do this, because you need hopper minecarts. So like that, and then power the piston. Right. Then you can break all those, they're not important anymore. That block there has to be solid because that's what the redstone is powering to power the piston. Um, Obviously you want all these to be immovable. Here's the kind of interesting part. You want to make yourself a little gap here of sorts. This is where you create that sand that's floating midair. Sand, concrete powder, gravel, whatever, as long as it doesn't, or as long as it's affected by gravity. So you just place that on top. You want to make sure that you have all these blocks all around it. Anywhere that's touching it needs to be there. String on top. Then you can break that redstone block, and the piston will retract. And as you can see, floating sand block. Same trick works with like water and stuff like that. Now you just need a torch there, and then your named mobs in here. Named so they don't despawn, obviously. But that's basically it. Yeah. There you have the 3 different little kind of landmines. Still 1 creeper there. Alright, thanks for watching. I don't know if I'll make more of these. I just kind of felt like, hey, these are some cool ideas people might want to see. Yeah. Next time.